My name is Jonathan Albon, but most people know me as John. I'm a mountain and trail runner. I wasn't actually always a mountain and trail runner. I actually didn't even start running until I was 20. I was working in London as a building surveyor, so I had to get to work, so I'd run to work, and I had to get home, so I'd run home from work. And then some obstacle course races started popping up, and I thought that's a really interesting form of running. I started doing them and I started winning some of them. One thing led to the other, and suddenly now I'm a professional mountain and trail runner living in Norway, making a full-time living from what I love to do. That's where I am happiest, when I'm out just moving in the mountains. It's actually a really funny story as to how I first got in contact with Sidas. It was actually my wife. So we're in Chamonix and we're preparing for the Marathon de Mont Blanc, and she buys herself some socks. And I'm like, oh, you got some socks? Oh, I'd like some socks. So I tried them, I liked them. I went up for a photo shoot and I was wearing Sidas socks, and someone from Sidas saw the photos. So then they sent me a message on Instagram, and then we got chatting. And it was actually almost immediately that I mentioned an idea that I've been having for a sock. And ironically, Sidas already had the exact same idea. Everyone's been talking about wider toe box shoes and how they can be better for your feet and your foot can splay more. I started to realise, what's the point in a wider toe box shoe if your sock does all the pinching anyway? So then I thought, well, what I want is I want a sock which will let my toes splay. Hi guys.
How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you? I really struggled to begin with to express what I wanted. I realised that I'd never really thought that much about socks before, and Sidas, obviously they're the best at making them, so I automatically learned a lot from the guys, talking to them about the different types of yarn and how they can make the socks differently, and having the grip yarn, all these different things I'd never actually thought about. And then pretty soon we got some good prototypes made up. So I think we went through 3 or 4 batches of prototypes, and they gradually got better and better. And the testing has been extensive till what we have now, which I'm really happy with.
With the new technicity on the toe part of the machine, now it's possible to make a very technical needs behind the big toe and the rest of the toe. We are very happy to work with this kind of very professional athletes, because the feedback you give is very key information for us to go ahead on the sample development.
In biomechanics, the big toe is essential for running and walking because it acts in the propulsion, the stability and the balance. By letting the big toe moving freely and independently, you will boost your sensation and have a more natural running.
I think the collaboration has gone seamlessly. I think Sidas know exactly what they're doing with socks. They know how to make socks.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. See you later. Bye. I generally do think that once you start using these socks, it's going to be pretty difficult to go back and use normal socks again.